The Ticats chose Hamilton native offensive lineman Jesse Gibbon, a highly rated prospect, second overall in the 2019 CFL Draft.
It was quite it was emotional. You know, I was like really excited, obviously being hometown, and my family exploded with excitement. It was awesome to be here, like called by the Ticats, and I can't say I'm happy. Like I could be happier. So.
You have a connection to one of the well-known offensive linemen with the team who's now retired in Peter Diakowski. Tell me about the first time that you met Peter and if you've modeled your game after his at all.
Coincidentally, I had met Peter through Oxford Learning, something he runs with his wife, and I was being tutored by, I think, his wife, and I met him through the experience of like being tutored, and he walked in one day and I met him, and it was just kind of like I was in awe, right? It was like I'm seeing a professional football player who's so much bigger than me too. And I feel like I do model a ton of my game after Peter. And like I feel like he's a mauling guy. He's super aggressive, and he's like an awesome guy off the field. I feel like it's an important aspect of football, like being a personality on and off the field. So.
Diakowski wore 67. Is that the number you're hoping to wear? Do you have to make a deal with him at all?
Yeah, I'll have to talk to him, or I kind of briefly like tweeted at him, and he tweeted at me, and we talked about that, but I feel like I'll see him around and be able to discuss that maybe, and maybe I'll get his number, who knows.
You're a Hamilton born and raised. You went to Sherwood Secondary School, but you actually played on the ice first and then transitioned to football. How did that happen?
I think it was probably, it started with, well, I was always an aggressive hockey player, and I slowly got bigger. And in grade 10, some of my my friends in high school, they were just egging me on, wanted me to see me out on the field, and it was either, you know, playing on the defense or offense, but I ended up settling with offensive tackle, and I've stuck there ever since. So, and I'm hoping to keep it rolling.
When you made that switch to football, did you ever dream or think about potentially one day pulling on the black and gold with the Ticats?
It's something I'd always dreamed about. You know, I've always been a fan of them since I started playing football. And I went to a couple games and stuff like that, but I can't say I'd ever imagined be a part of it. But it's awesome to even pick like second overall. It's obviously mind blowing to me. At like probably years ago, I wouldn't have ever thought about it. So I mean, like, it's such a crazy experience, and I'm thankful to be in the position I am. So,
did you get a sense at all leading up to the draft that maybe the Ticats were leaning your way and there was a good chance that they would call your name?
I'd just been talking with some of the staff, and I'd gotten like a number of calls, and I was working out that morning with Mike Filer, and like another Ticat, and he had been kind of like talking to me about it, and I just started to get the feeling like oh, Mike Filer, he's trying to get me in there maybe, like he really does like me, and like it was a pretty exciting time having you know, especially a guy who does play on the team, and I got a call from him after. You know, I had a feeling, but it's hard to really say. You know, I've just been talking to them, keep it pretty neutral. So,
can you take me through what your mindset might be when you're walking out the tunnel at Tim Hortons Field for the first time, packed house? We know how loud it can get. What will that feel like for you?
Oh man, I don't even know if I can explain. That'd be unbelievable.
A fellow University of Waterloo grad joining the Ticats.
Very cool. Very cool.